Khloé Kardashian shares her reasons for feeling so drained from parenting her children. Hi, before we continue, please subscribe to the channel for all Kardashians news and update. Khloé Kardashian has been very open about how challenging it is for her to take care of her kids all by herself. She recently shared some honest feelings about how tired she's been lately, but also said that even though it's hard, she truly loves being a mom and wouldn't trade the experience for anything. In a recent episode of her family's reality show, Khloé had a deep and personal conversation with her sister Kourtney Kardashian. She explained how much effort it takes to care for her two kids, True and Tatum, especially when she doesn't have a lot of help around. She said she didn't go on a recent trip to Paris because she was worried about who would take care of the kids while she was gone. Her ex-partner, Tristan Thompson, who is also the father of her children, wasn't around at the time because he was busy playing basketball for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Khloé said that when he's home, he does help out a lot, but when he's away, she is the only parent around. That makes it very difficult for her to step away from home, even for something as exciting as a trip to another country. Khloé admitted that she started thinking about scary things like natural disasters and what would happen if something went wrong and neither of the kids had a parent nearby. Her mind just started racing with all kinds of worries, and she ended up getting very anxious about it. She said that because of this, she often talks herself out of taking time for herself or going away even briefly. One of the reasons why she feels so exhausted is because she doesn't have anyone living with her who helps regularly with the kids. She said there are no nannies at night and that it might be time to think about changing that. Still, she mentioned that right now she prefers to be very involved and do most things on her own. She makes True's lunch, cooks dinner, and handles all the day-to-day responsibilities without asking anyone else to do them. Even though Tristan has helped before, Khloé is very particular about how things are done, and she likes to do them her way. In a separate part of the show where Khloé was speaking directly to the camera, she said she truly enjoys being with her children. But she also admitted that being a parent is one of the hardest things she has ever done. She described how every night, after True goes to sleep around 8:30, she feels like she can barely move. She joked that she feels like a scene from a movie where someone is struggling to even crawl to their car because they're so drained. That's how tired she feels at the end of each day. Despite being so exhausted, she wakes up the next morning and does everything all over again. Even though it's tiring and demanding, she says that being a parent is something she really wants and enjoys deep down. It's a strange feeling for her because she might be feeling totally drained by 10 p.m., but once her kids are asleep, she finds herself missing them already. She laughed at herself and said she needs to snap out of it, but that's how powerful her love for her kids is. Khloé also talked about how hard parenting can feel in emotional ways, not just physical. Last year, she opened up about what it was like when her son Tatum was born through a surrogate. She described having very complicated feelings at the time. She felt guilty that another woman had gone through the entire process of carrying and giving birth to her baby, and then once the baby arrived, Khloé took the baby and went to a different room. That separation made her feel a little disconnected at first. She said she wished people had been more honest with her about what the experience of surrogacy was really like, especially the emotional side of it. But Khloé was clear that even though it was different, that doesn't mean it was bad. Was still a wonderful experience, just very unique. She wanted people to understand that surrogacy is not the same as giving birth yourself, and it comes with its own set of feelings and challenges. However, that doesn't take away from how special and joyful the result is, getting to have a child you love deeply. Khloé's story gives a very real and raw look into what life can be like as a full-time parent who is trying to give their kids the best life possible. Even though she has fame, money, and a big family, she still goes through the same emotional ups and downs that many parents experience. She has sleepless nights, stressful moments, and a strong desire to do everything the right way for her kids. Her honesty about how difficult it can be is something that many parents can relate to, and it helps break the idea that everything has to look perfect all the time. She also brings attention to the fact that even with support around her sometimes, there are moments where she still feels very alone in parenting. Because Tristan travels often for his job and no one stays full-time at her house, she's left to do everything herself most of the time. That includes planning meals, getting the kids ready, and managing the household while also working and being on television. It's a lot of responsibility, and it clearly takes a toll on her. Her commitment to being a hands-on mom is something she takes great pride in. She wants to be the one doing everything because she feels it's important to be involved in her kids' lives in a real and meaningful way. But at the same time, that commitment leaves very little room for her to rest or take time for herself. She admits that might need to change a little bit, like maybe having someone who can be available at night, but she hasn't made that step yet because of how much she wants to stay involved personally. This level of involvement and care shows how deeply she loves her kids. She's not doing it for attention or to prove anything to anyone. She's doing it because being a mother matters so much to her, and she wants her children to grow up feeling secure, loved, and cared for in every way. She's willing to be tired, to sacrifice her free time, and to carry all the weight herself just to make sure they're okay. What's also clear from Khloé's story is how parenting brings out a strange mix of emotions. You can be completely drained but still feel happy. You can be frustrated but still feel love. You can want a break but then miss your kids the moment you get it. All these feelings happen at once, and that's what makes parenting so hard but also so beautiful. It's not black and white, it's full of emotions that are sometimes hard to explain. Khloé's honesty is something that many people appreciate. She doesn't pretend everything is easy or perfect. She admits when she's struggling and talks about the things that scare her, like what could happen if she's not around during an emergency. These thoughts might seem extreme, but for a parent who's doing everything alone, they can feel very real. By sharing all of this, Khloé helps people understand that it's okay to feel overwhelmed. It's okay to love your children more than anything but still feel like you're falling apart at times. Parenting is messy, emotional, and sometimes completely exhausting, but it's also filled with moments of joy that make it all worth it. In the end, Khloé Kardashian is just like any other parent trying to do her best. She has fears, she has doubts, and she gets tired. But she also has love, patience, and strength that keeps her going. Whether it's cooking meals, staying up late, or waking up early to start the day all over again, she does it because her children mean everything to her. And even in those quiet moments after they fall asleep, when she's tired and could finally take a break, she finds herself missing them already. That kind of love is what defines her journey as a parent. She may be exhausted, but she's doing it all with a full heart. Thanks for watching. Please do well to share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more Kardashian updates.